our side, and then I will take questions from Zoom. Matt Breen.
Just your thoughts on that second half. What happened for it to get away from you guys?
Well, we gave up 3 really easy baskets to start the half, and we got to 12. And we had a couple opportunities to hit shots, and Will had a wide open 3 to cut it to 9, but we just never got any momentum going after that. We didn't shoot it well, but we hung in there the first half, only down 6, even though we had some good looks that we didn't hit. And but the second half, we didn't get any stops, didn't get any rebounds, had 9 turnovers. It was just a real poor performance.
The offensive struggles combined with the defense, is this shocking knowing what was at stake and just late in the year?
Well, we really haven't played well offensively the last, the 3 games at home. I didn't think offensively our flow was very good, and the ball movement's really bad. That's on me. I mean, I can't get them to run anything. And but that being said, when somebody shoots 58% against you and out rebounds you by 11, I'm not sure what you run offensively is going to make a difference. So it was all 3 phases of the game. We didn't shoot it well the first half, but we stayed in it. We only turned it over 3 times. We stayed in it, but second half, 9 turnovers, no stops. I think the whole tone was set. First 3 buckets we gave up, just real easy, no contest, just not enough energy. So
how do you just judge the team's mindset right now? Just the 2 losses in the last 3 games.
Well, they're very similar. We got out rebounded, outworked. I wish I could be more politically correct but we got outworked. And for a team in that position, that's really disappointing. So I'm not sure what to say. We've got obviously a very tough stretch coming up. We're going to have to bounce back and have to try to, get their heads right. But we haven't played well really last 4 ball games, I don't think. Just our ball movement, execution just hasn't been very good. And we've been out rebounded. And so just a bad combination.
The coach with 3 straight ranked opponents coming up, what's going to be the keys for these next few games in the last 5 games of the regular season?
Well, just as I mentioned, all phases of the game, offensively, defensively, and rebound. So, there's not any one thing. It's a combination of a number of things. And as you mentioned, we've got very tough opponents coming up, and we're going to have to play a lot better.
We'll take a couple from Zoom. Chris Hansen, go ahead.
Yeah, Danny, you've talked about the ball movement and not playing well offensively. Particularly just the 3-point shooting has been so off the last 4 games. What do you attribute that to, and what can you do to fix that?
In the first half, out of the 13, we charted those, and 11 of them were decent looks. 2 of them were, forced, I thought, but we had 11 decent looks. We went 1 for 11 in those looks. The second half, I thought there was one point where we kind of worked back and we got an offensive rebound, kicked it out to Will for a wide open one that would have cut it, to under 10. And, we didn't hit it. So I think we're a better shooting team than that, but, we had been shooting at 37%, and it's really slipped here the last few games.
James?
Then where is the biggest disconnect, do you think? Because I know you're going to put the onus on yourself after all, but you can't go out there and shoot the ball. And you've harped about defense. I mean, that's you. That's who you are. So it's not just about offense or ball movement. Allowing a season high shooting percentage and one of the highest in 3 years for ASU and 19 assists in the kind of second half that they had, that's not you and that's not this program. So where is the disconnect, do you think, in terms of this is a veteran group? Where's the pride amongst the group to not allow some of this?
That's a good question. And, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of calls and texts from former players tonight and tomorrow asking the same question. You know, I don't know, James. If I did, I would, massage it as much as I could. But, our energy level, was not what it should be. Our connection defensively is awful. And getting beat 11 on the boards, that's just effort, and so there is a disconnect. I'm disappointed in myself that we haven't been able to get more out of them, because I know we're a better team than what we just demonstrated. And so, again, I hope like heck tomorrow, they'll bounce back and we'll figure out a way to compete on Saturday night.
Guys, we've got time for one more. Zach Neal.
Danny, you talked about it earlier, but in the last 4 games, you guys are 22 for 94 from 3, which is 23%. What's your message to the guys when you're in that kind of shooting slump? Are you telling them to, keep shooting those and just hope that they eventually go down? Or at what point do you kind of say, hey, we need to find some looks that we're going to make and that we know we can make?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. You really got to look for good ones. That's the first thing. You got to make sure you like the shot. And I think, our guys get a little aggressive at times, and especially when they're not shooting well. And that's a judgment thing. And as I mentioned, we had been shooting it very well, but these last 4 games, we haven't shot it nearly as well. And a lot of that's Will. He was leading the conference in shooting, and then he hasn't shot it nearly as well. And it's kind of, like with them tonight. They shot it really well because they start going in and everybody got involved. And so, we've got to be a little bit more selective. We got to make sure we got good ones to get started. That's where your confidence, making sure you got a good one. But, our ball movement to get better shots, got to get better. Our inside people got to demand more of a presence. And, it's not one guy, Zach, it's everybody. And so it's got to be a team thing.
All right, everyone, we're going to wrap there. Thank you.
All righty.